the torch of those who walked before you, who prayed for your freedom, who dreamed of this very moment. Let your heart be lightened, let your burdens dissolve in the quiet hush of your own becoming. We remind you, you were never alone. May the shielding light of gold circle your body and soul. May joy rise like a phoenix from the quiet ashes. May your true self continue to emerge, wild, holy and free. And may you sleep wrapped in the arms of your highest truth. We are the breath between thunder and flame, the hush before sunrise that knows its own name. We are the echoes of ancestors praying. Let them rise, let them see, let them stop all the pain. You are the answer, the mirror, the spark, the one who found rhythm when all things went dark. Shielded in gold, wrapped in light, you are the song that survived every fight. Pause in the stillness, let ego unbind. Joy is a choice and peace is a sign. You don't need to hustle, you don't need to chase. You are the frequency, you are the grace. So we sing this over you, soft as a sigh from angels above and ancestors nearby.
Multiversal Soul Familia, and welcome back. This is our Miracle Manifestation and Mission Focused Monday message. Our 7-day outlook. Yes, and we are going to go into the Woodland Wardens for some signifiers representing our overall and high arching energy for the week. Then we will go into some other decks to sort it out. I'm being guided to go with 7 cards per deck, except for this one. We're just going to get some signifier, significator energy Here we go into the Woodland Wardens. And I'm feeling guided to also say a quick prayer for the collective over this message. All right. So here we go. Oh, infinite creator, source of all that is, was, and will ever be, we thank you today and each and every day for all that you do. And we stand in your divine authority, commanding in alignment with your perfect will. By the power of divine law, we now open our lives to abundant security, stability, and protection. No weapons formed against us shall prosper. Every curse, every evil eye, every ill wish, every case, cause, concern, conflict, and negative confrontation dissolves into nothingness by the radiance of your light. We command true prosperity to flow into our lives. Prosperity that nourishes our souls, sustains our bodies, and blesses all who walk with us. Wealth and resources are now aligned to our highest purpose. We command good fortune to follow us in all things. Doors open of opportunity for us effortlessly, and every step we take is guided by divine favor. We call forth true love, divinely ordained, harmonious, and eternal. Our heart and soul are aligned to receive and give love in its purest, most sacred form. May our paths be illuminated, our spirits fortified, and our lives a testament to the boundless grace of the Creator. So it is, so it is, so it is, and so it shall be. All right. Here we go. We're just going to place the palo on the charcoal. It's already drenched in honey amber. Let's take a look at our significators. We have the dragonfly and the pansy with balance. Balance is being restored for us this week. And I'm seeing that beautiful, like, indigo color in the flowers. And when I see this, I think of the blue hour. So, by twilight, on Saturday, or around the twilight, any day of this week, that confirmation that we have been longing for is going to come through. And we are being guided to spread our wings. Be confident. We also have the quail and the gooseberry with anticipation. And look at that blue. Look at the matchy-matchy. They're twinning in terms of color scheme over here with the earth tones and the blue. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Anticipation and balance. This balance being restored is promoting more anticipation and an excitement for what is to come. Let's take a look at what the book has to say. Oh, this one was turned over first, so we're just going to do a little switcheroo. All right. Let's take a look at the dragonfly and the pansy. Is my attention shared among my various interests and endeavors, or do I tend to favor just one? We're being guided to consider bringing to light other interests this week. And in doing so, it will build more balance. In the upright, like a dragonfly hovering above water, we are healthy and confident. Our physical skill is matched by our mental and emotional strength. The dragonfly, a symbol of balance, nimble and attuned as a dancer, is more effortlessly through the air. It moves effortlessly through the air, shifting direction with ease. Pansies are named for the French word penser, meaning thought, and were given by the Victorians as tokens of thoughtfulness. Together, the dragonfly and pansy indicate a harmony of thought and action. I'm hearing also that balance and connection between our heart and our mind. Beautiful. And the quail and the gooseberry. Let's see. The event or outcome we've anticipated is about to occur. So whatever outcome that we have been anticipating for the situations that we are in, it is about to occur this week. Take advantage of your foreknowledge, preparing for what is to come. As we step more fully into our authentic selves, beloveds, and spread our wings, even trying some new things throughout the week, those outcomes that we anticipated prior are going to occur. Gooseberries, tempting treats, picked without care, might hurt you. Loaded with thorns meant to protect the delicate fruit within. Similarly, the quail anticipates danger by hiding among low-growing vegetation. From its obscured perch, it keeps careful watch, monitoring for predators. So, this is keeping both eyes with the dragonfly. On maintaining that balance, but also keeping one eye out for any incoming negative voltage. That is what I just heard. So, if we could give twice the amount of attention to ourselves, that little bit of negative voltage that could potentially make its way in this week will be starved from that attention. I just heard starve the beast, starve the ego, starve their ego. So, this week's primary focus is going to be on what parts of ourselves that could be of benefit in creating more possibilities and balance for us. And by shifting our focus, we are no longer focused on a negative outcome or breathing life into negative outcomes. We are the bestowers of that balance, and anything else has or will continue to lose its power. As we starve it, it becomes weaker by the day, by the moment. All right, now let's go into Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. We're going to begin with Monday. Since Sunday has already passed, although it is the first day of the week, Saturday is that end of the week day, but in some cultures, Friday is actually honored as that day of rest, because Saturday is about preparation for Sunday, the first day of the week. So Friday is the resting day, Saturday is a resting day, and Sunday is a resting day, depending upon culture and upbringing. But we're being guided to not necessarily really focus too much on that, as the sunrise and the sunset are what's relevant. Let's go into Monday. Let's see what's coming through for our focus for Monday. The Well Watcher, Wisdom and Power of the Divine, number 7. I was just saying to focus on the number 7, and we're going to do a little something for each of the 7 days. And here we have the number 7, and quite the synchronicity. Wisdom and Power of the Divine. The Well Watcher. Signals the need to go within to contemplate the true source of power in the world, which he reminds you it is that of the divine. This is a message to let you know that you're being called to the well, and this unseen power will be there and will be yours to align with. This affirmation and prayer will invite the divine to bring miracles and resolution to your life. Thy will be done through me for the highest good of all and for the true manifestation of my purpose. So it is, so it is, so it is. And you will know the way forward by the still small voice within. The divine also may answer your call by sending others to help guide you. And that's really what I'm looking into this week, and the sooner the better. And those who know that they can be the confirmation that I need, I'm listening. I'm listening. And you know who you are. And I'm not talking about the little low-key tricksters who come here and go there, or you go to them, and this monkey in the middle business goes on, but yet I'm left in the dark. I mean, I know I'm being guided to embrace the dark and be that darkening this week. Because that is where the power of the divine and those golden nuggets of wisdom can be found. The well is in the darkening. So, names that begin with R, M, and A are standing out to me the most at this time. Perhaps a D, a W, and a T. Time for you to be that voice of confirmation and stop leaving others hanging. Either be straightforward or we're out. We're done. That's it. That's it. And the one with the A knows that if they don't confirm, I stay. I stay. All right? So, let's now go into a bit more detail for Monday. From the Kipper, focusing on the well, diving deeper into the darkening and the shadow. It's interesting that this card came out first. Okay, we have a split with concern and pathway. Yeah, there is a bit of concern about pathways occurring that need to be resolved sometime this week. Yeah. We have been practicing patience, and all we get is riddles. And we're not talking about the same kind of riddles that are the parables of Joshua 12. See the threes? Interestingly enough, the top card that's showing on my angel numbers deck is 333 and potential. The 5 is also present. So change is definitely part of the equation. I also see a 6 and an 8. So as of June 8th, there was something that was already confirmed in the heart, but it's still being kept sub rosa. Something occurred on the 8th of this month that was confirmed in the heart, but has not been vocalized. So, although the path may look clear and the light may be shining on us to some degree, shining our way, there's more to know about those lilies. And there's more to know about the transformation that is going to come through this week. Particularly peace lilies and someone wanting to make peace to light up our path. They have been concerned about our path. We have been concerned about our paths. So that's what's going on for today. Something about a peace offering of some kind coming in that is going to make that pathway more clear for us. Number 33 is on the table. Master number 33. Assigned to focus is what I'm seeing, what's really standing out the most. Rumination apparent in his posture. Well, we're done with the ruminating, yo. Done. So the aim for today primarily is to focus on that dragonfly pansy energy. What is something new that we can bring into the environment and our orbit today that can make that path more clear for us? Because the concern card is about being unclear, or something is unclear about the pathway. There is still more to know, I just heard. There's still more to learn. And with the combination of the well watcher, the concern card, and the pathway, the way that it's laying, I see concern, power of the pathway. Concern, well, power of the pathway. So it's unclear about our power on the pathway. A sense of lack, fear, lack of concentration. So it's really about that balance, getting realigned. Anticipate getting realigned today. Overcoming the worry and the pessimism. Trying to find more clarity, clearness. There has been some deception and confusion along our path. A path that can still end in love and good luck. If the Great Fortune card comes out. But it's still indicating at this time experiencing some kind of depression. Disclaimer alert. Disclaimer alert. Not a doctor, not a diagnosis, not a prescription, not a prognosis. I am simply the messenger. And with the details to this deck just falling to the floor, I just heard the details that will clear the path for us, and any worries are coming to the door. Give me just a moment. The details for the deck hit the floor. All right, for Monday, let's get a little bit more detail about our focus and realigning, and something new that we can bring in to open up more doors of possibility. We have the Love card coming out in the upright. Love is in the air. Oh, love is in the air. Love is in the air. If you don't shoot, you won't score. And the opportunity for that is actually coming our way. It's coming to our door. Someone is meant to be the one to open up to us about these possibilities, whether it pertains to our vocations or other forms of connections. Although I am the messenger in this session, they are meant to be our messengers in our situations beyond whatever comes out today. Love. A chance game? Hold on, that's not love. That's loss. But we'll take it. Like, hello. Hello to the an angel. Earth angel, earth angel, would you be mine? Either you are infatuated with a person, place, thing, or situation, or a person, place, thing, or situation is infatuated with you, and really only one of those can possibly be infatuated with you. They have how do I put this without horrible grammar? They released that arrow, we'll just put it that way. They decided to shoot. Shooting for love. And not in all the wrong places, I just heard. Bullseye. Trust the arrow, and this is no small arrow I just heard. Whether it's vocational connections, romantic connections, platonic connections, it's love. And the arrow has been released. I can't say exactly when, but it's already done. So, focus on love. Focus on what it is that you love. And with watch, part of the word watch from the well watcher being covered up by pathway, I'm seeing W-A-T. But I'm hearing, what? Well, what? Like, well, what? And that's for us to decide. Choose that focus, align with it, and in doing so, those concerns will fade away and clear the debris in tandem with this earth angel coming through to support and assist in that. Because they too have been concerned about us and our current path. Out of love. Alright? So getting back in alignment with what's best for us with a loving approach. All love, baby. Be the bestower of that love in the air. Oh, I just heard it's in the water too, because W-A-T is the first part of the word water. And the pathway card, I remember mentioning before that it looks a lot like, because it has banks on both sides, it looks like drought, like a dried up riverbed. The nourishing waters, I just heard, are about to be restored. So I don't really get too much into zodiacs at all and sun signs. Moon signs, definitely yes. But I take it with a grain of salt. Except that my moon sign is Libra, which in Latin translates to scales. It translates to something else as well. Which is pound or a unit of mass. And yes, I just paused to look it up. And it doesn't just mean scales, it means a pair of scales. And the abbreviation LB for pound and is issued in various contexts, including historical measurements. So my moon sign is a Libra, and interestingly enough, my born name is also after the angel of justice. The feminine, I should say, the feminine translation of the angel of justice. And I embody it. Not as the type to take karma and like judiciary 3D justice into my own hands, but spiritual justice, which translates I'm going to just give you the full scheme of things here. Recognizing the divine wisdom. Yo. Sync. Wisdom. Power of the divine. The wisdom and order that permeates all creation and seeking to live in accordance with our higher truth. Dealing fairly with others, recognizing the equality and dignity of all, and work to ensure that all people, especially the poor and the weak, have access to opportunities. Justice is developed and perfected through habit. So if you're out there wreaking havoc, you're likely out of alignment, beloveds. You're out of alignment with the true meaning of justice, indicating the need for balance in spiritual perspectives and a greater focus on higher pursuits. There it is. There's your focus for Monday. All right, now let's go back into the Kipper. Oh, wait, no, we have to go back into Wisdom of the Hidden Realms first for our focus for Tuesday. And we have Gaia's Garden, fruition, abundance, and reaping what you sow. So there it is. That confirmation and clarity is coming through Tuesday. I just heard Taco Tuesday. You want to go have some tacos? Why, yes. I don't mind if I do. 8 plus 1 is 9. The number of completion. an abundance of possibilities and clarity coming through for us for Tuesday. So, with reaping what you sow also being a key point of this card, I'm being guided to encourage the collective to practice that mindfulness and upholding those principles and aligning those actions with our values, our core values. So what we learn and align with, we're being guided to put into even more practice on Tuesday. And it's going to be made even more possible tomorrow because of that clarity that has been reserved in terms of our entitlements, and not the snarky, snooty, snotty, self-absorbed, overly self-absorbed kind of entitlements either. So, for Tuesday, the primary energy is about recognizing the divine wisdom that comes through on Monday with the Well Watcher and aligning our actions with it. All right, now let's see what other details come out for Tuesday. Oh, that didn't take long. The child card turned over. Oh my goodness. 1818 for Tuesday. We're definitely looking at 1818 as an angel number. But first, we're going to ring the bell for number 33 because I forgot to do so. And interestingly enough, when you turn the 1, 3 towards the other and kind of squeeze them together, it creates an 8. So, I'm hearing that Tuesday, that connection that is made by another, not us, by another, is going to come into fruition. And we're being guided to approach it with childlike awe and wonder. 1818. Believe it, because I have the receipts and I just showed them to you. Let's ring in those blessings. This may be a good time to reduce the volumes in your listening devices. 1, 2, 3. Ring it in as well as the message for 1818 as a blessing for Tuesday. Oh, that was a little loud. My apologies. Let's take a look at 1818 as an angel number. A powerful spiritual message from the divine realm, urging us to take on new challenges with confidence and courage. So, it's just like, it's almost already starting to sound like a broken record. Like this is just going to be the theme for the entire week. Let's see what's at the bottom for Tuesday. 7 plus 1 is 8. Another 8 on the table when we add 17 together. And the gift. So, our energy for Tuesday coming into fruition. Embracing that clarity and confirmation that comes in with childlike awe, and embracing our own gifts as well as the gifts being bestowed. Equal give and take Yes, it's also a gesture of reconciliation and even a declaration of love. Take this gift and embrace the opportunity, indicating new offers, promotions, and helpfulness. Yes, being receptive to small positive gestures or proposals. Gifts, aid, help, support, resources, rescue, and joy. And I don't know about you, but I'm not looking to be rescued. But if somebody wanted to come along and set the record straight without being a home wrecker, that would be great. That part, that part, that part, that part. Let's take a look at 18. Happy, charming, innocent, the new, simple, and the small, embracing the new. So that newness that we reach for today is going to carry over into Tuesday. And I'm hearing in all ways, shapes, and forms, those possibilities are going to open up for us. New, new, new in the most simple and small ways that will add up, I just heard. I just heard we're about to be served a tall one. Someone who's tall, or something involving a tall building. This card, the child. Oh, that's with high honor, the high honor card coming out. But that's still a message because I was guided to say it. Either way, it's coming through. So, more of Monday is carrying over into Tuesday because, like, the messages right straight from the cards, it is what it is. Okay, now let's go into the Hungarian Gypsy for a bit more detail for Tuesday. We have death in reverse. Something I'm hearing is coming to an end. But only you are going to know what that means for you. It could be a pattern of behavior. It could be a routine. It could be a relationship. It could be a conflict. Either way, as we continue to keep that same energy from today going into tomorrow, it's going to put an end to, I'm hearing several different, it's relevant to several different areas of our lives. And we have positive cards on the table with the child and the gift for Tuesday. It's already looking up. And I'm feeling guided to take a look at the bottom of this deck, and we have poverty in reverse. And I wasn't planning to do that, but since there wasn't much coming from the Hungarian, something just told me to reach for the Kipper and look at the bottom. And this is what's already in our immediate environment for Monday and Tuesday. And that's poverty in reverse, which tells me that even issues concerning that mindset of lack or actual poverty are being turned on their head. Poverty in all ways, shapes, and forms. Let's take a look. At number 37 for a bit more. Feeling defenseless and unloved in your current connections. Also feeling yourself in a bit of a bottleneck in professional terms. Lessons learned. Lessons learned. We have already learned our lessons, and that's why this opportunity to be able to look at life again with childlike awe and wonder, and being able to be to understand that we are all equal, but also the gifts and the treasures being bestowed by learning that lesson and being able to move on now from any type of crisis. All right, now let's go into Wednesday, and we're going to kind of try to speed these along a bit. What's coming in for Wednesday? We have the Horse King. This is assistance in the physical. This is Earth Angel energy. Earth Angel, would you be mine? Let me love you for all time. This is a vocation that you would never want to retire from, being offered to you in the physical by an earth angel or a love interest offering you their unbridled love, support, and assistance with reverence. And for some of you, they may even look a little bit like the guy in the card. But it's hard to say. He doesn't look familiar to me. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. So let's go back into the Kipper now for a bit more on this assistance, support, and reverence coming in for the collective for Wednesday. Interestingly, Wednesdays, hump days always seem to be like the hardest for a lot of people. The Journey card. Either it's moving towards you or you're moving towards it, whether it's people, places, things, or situations. As well as endings leading into new beginnings with the number 10. Endings leading into new beginnings. This can also be going on a vacation, escaping crisis, it's time to start or take a step forward. Leave your old and familiar situation. There it is. Departure on Wednesday. Departing for new shores. Especially with both the pathway and the journey card on the table I just heard. This might concern your work, your family situation, or your relationship. Maybe it's also time for a trip. We have the Thief on the table, but it's in reverse. This isn't... So, by Wednesday, we will know that we just somehow avoided some kind of crisis, I just heard. Some kind of duality that could have been fated, but with the journey card, the gift card, the child card, and the pathway card, and the love card, and death in reverse with that transformation, look. This is, okay, Spirit, thank you. It's an uncomfortable but necessary ending leading to positive new beginnings is what I just heard. All right. For Wednesday, more details from the Hungarian. Some money coming in. But this is also confirmation of what I was saying a little bit ago about those small things that add up. Right behind that, we have the officer. The officer can represent the quote-unquote other person in a situation, regardless of the dynamics of the situation. There is another person. So this is either another person in romance coming towards you, or you going towards them, or this is another person, another job, another vocation, another opportunity. Nevertheless, another new opportunity. Involving the other person. Someone who specializes in the type of situations that we've been through. And they're not just showing up to offer pointers. Like, they are infatuated. They really want you to have this vocation, or they really want you so that you can win big with it, you know, or they really want you to be a part of this romance or this other type of connection. So they're pretty darn serious about it. And with the letter being in reverse, the only reason why they haven't reached out yet is because they were expecting you to be the one to give them their flowers. But that message is coming through. Anytime between today and Wednesday. And we have the divine counterpart for the lover. Oh, wait, nope. Either way, it's confirmation that somebody believes that you are a sweetheart, or you are their sweetheart, or you are just plain and simply the right one for these opportunities and possibilities. You're the one, we are the ones with all the tools and materials and modalities necessary. Beautiful, yes. It can also be a female significator. So if you are a male or any otherwise and interested in females, it can represent your partner. Or if you are a female, it can represent you as the significator, and your position in these situations becomes more solidified by Wednesday. All right, now let's go back into Wisdom of the Hidden Realms for the energy of Tuesday. We are not doing shadow work messages for the 7-day outlook this week. And the reason being is because some of what came through last week is still very much so in our orbit and on the roster, the to-do. We have the Lady of the Mirror and the Map Maker of Destiny. And another 8. 4 plus 4 is 8. We also have another master number. And we are going to ring the bell to ring in even more of these blessings being bestowed. The blessings of our authentic person, authentic person, authentic purpose, inspiration, free will, reflection, and non-judgment. Well, that explains what clears the path, and this is confirmation of it. 1, 2, 3. Ringing it in. Ringing it in. Yes. Oh, and at the bottom of the Hungarian. I reached for the wrong deck at the right time, yo. Spirit led. We have Thief again and in reverse. Actually, I believe it was the Poverty card that was in reverse from the Kipper, and now we have the Thief in reverse. So, whatever these situations are, we will not be taking any losses whatsoever. Nothing lost. And we are not lost. We know where we're going. We know what we're doing. Regardless of the clarity and confirmation that is meant to come in for us. And if you go back to the beginning of the video, I mentioned the initials of the names of those who are meant to be providing that clarity this week for the collective. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It can also represent a literal thief that is by the end of this week at the latest, but most certainly by Thursday, is not only already cut off from access to us, but it's going to be official. Yes. Someone will no longer have access to our goods, our ideas, our happiness, or our opportunities. So a lot is going to be set in stone by Thursday, and only you are going to know what that means to you, beloveds. Only you are going to know what that means. I don't even like the sound of this word coming out of my, I don't like the taste of it on my tongue. Jealousy. But someone is jealous of our current circumstances, whether they're jealous of our relationship because they want to be that official person, or they're jealous of our vocation because they want to be that person, or, and it's constant. It's constant. It's to be expected, you guys. It's to be expected. When new good things come through for us, there's always like that one energy off to the side that is like, that should have been for me. That should have been mine. Me, my, mine. Me, my, mine. Me, my, mine. Me, my, mine. No. No, no, no. They've been X'd out. No. Cut off. They've been cut off. Cut out. Cords are being cut, have been cut. The apron strings have been cut. Cut off. So, cut it out. It had to be said. And believe me, I don't like being the messenger of those types of messages. But, I mean, it can also mean a love triangle that was stealing your energy. And that is about to come to an end as well. Secret admirers. For some of the collective, it can mean a secret admirer. A secret admirer is going to bring you confirmation and clarity this week. And so are these thieves. Stalkers, mistresses. Someone who disapproves of our relationships. And if those connections get wrecked, it's meant to be. They can have it, and it doesn't matter, because we will not be taking any losses whatsoever. In any kind of third-party situations, whether it's vocational, romantic, or any otherwise. It's coming to an end. All right, now let's go back in. We're going to do Friday and Saturday in one go, guys, because this video is getting long. Okay, energy for Friday and Saturday for the collective. We have the Spiral Dancer and the Lady of the Gift. Circuitous route, perception, generosity, receiving, and withholding. Our perception of receiving and generosity and withholding is going to change by the end of Saturday. Because, why? because we're getting off the carousel of insanity yet again. Yet again. Windfalls of opportunity to be more generous and embracing that season of receiving is coming in for us. But also, with the withholding there, this is an indication of the resources that come in for us. We're being guided to hold them dear, hold them close to our heart, and save it. Save instead of spend, I just heard. So if it's whatever comes through financially, only spend if you're paying a bill or clearing a debt. Any other gifts that come in, any otherwise not financially, hold them dear and hold them near. Hold them near and dear. Yes, that's what I was trying to say. Thank you, Spirit. Hold them near and dear and close to your hearts. Cherish it. Appreciate. Show gratitude. That balance that came out with Gaia's garden is confirmed with the Lady of the Gift. And that also indicates that we have gift on the table twice now. Windfalls of gifts coming in or coming into clarity and being confirmed by Saturday. But throughout Friday and Saturday for the collective. Perceptions, I heard, are improving. Perceptions are improving. Let's clarify with the Kipper about these perceptions and this generosity coming through for the collective. These windfalls of blessings coming in. The mature woman. So this is either you, that sweetheart who is also a mature woman, or as the result of a mature woman, or there's always more. That level of maturity throughout these situations. Helpful and knowledgeable. Someone who generally blah, 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 blah. Rewind, don't forget to push play. Hey. Listen to your concerns. They generally listen to your concerns, offering aid and good advice. Some also look above this card to see what's on their mind. The Well Watcher is above this card. Wisdom and the power of the divine is on our minds. Beautiful. This can also be important female relatives, aunts, stepmothers, grandmothers, mothers, mother-in-laws, godmothers, female authority figures, executives, guides, and teachers. Or this is us. This is just more of our energy. And this is what we're being guided to move towards as one of our options, a new option. A new option for us could be any of those forms of leadership as an executive, a guide, or a teacher, either way, and an authority figure. And this is the energy that we definitely want for us, but also we want around us. And look, it can also be the other woman in those third-party situations. She doesn't necessarily have to be mature. She just has to be playing an important role in the circumstances of our lives at this time. We're being guided to orientate towards the wise. So, from the message for Monday is making its way back around on Saturday. One who brings pleasure as well. So it doesn't even have to be a woman. It can just be one who brings pleasure to the collective. Keeping it clean, yo. Also being guided to just remain strong and confident. More details from, there's that constancy card that I accidentally put back in the deck after I showed it to you. Is that it? Is that all we get to see? No, it isn't. Constant divinity and wisdom. A constant flow of divinity and wisdom has our back. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So even if there is a third-party situation going on, again, we're not taking any losses. And all of the possibilities and gifts, windfalls of possibilities, and even financial benefits, the small, the little things that add up. So now I'm hearing that these bigger positive moments are going to come through intermittently throughout the week, but in some kind of constancy, some kind of consistent flow that is out of our control, I just heard. It's all divinely orchestrated, divinely gifted. All right, let's go into the wisdom of the hidden realms one last time for Sunday, so we can get a head start on next week, huh? Sunday. Focus for the collective, please. Sundays, focus for the collective. To draw this to a close, we have the River Queen, flow, letting go, and natural movement. Yo. And the number 9, again, 6 plus 3 is 9. Yet another indication of completion. First it was with the 63 added together, and then the 9 and also the number 10 came out. First it was 63, then 36, and then several times we saw the 9 in other ways, and the number 10, which is endings, uncomfortable endings leading to positive new beginnings, is what was placed on my heart. Now, I'm not reading tarot here, so. All right. The River Queen. we're going to do a little bit of reading from the book on the River Queen, as that is what I'm being guided to do. She flows into our lives as an ally to remind us about the concept of allowing and the law of non-attachment, remembering that all rivers come from the mountains and run to the sea to be absorbed by the larger body of water. There the liquid evaporates into clouds and that rain on the mountains to continue an endless cycle of fluidity. So we're getting off of one carousel and on another. Off of the carousel of insanity and into the flow of authenticity and fluidity, being in our most natural state, going with the flow. This is our most authentic selves, shining brightly even in the dark, even in choppy waters. Even when everything around us seems to be eroding, I just heard. Water can even cut through that mountain by way of erosion, the process of erosion. Water can put out fires, literally and figuratively and metaphorically speaking, is what I'm being guided. We have become that spiritual firefighter, beloveds, with that consistency, that constant flow of divinity that has our back. It's right here, requiring us to be fluid and to let go of rigidity and perfectionism. We will travel far as long as we let go and let flow. Even maneuvering around the greatest blockages like water streams around big boulders, no obstacle can hold you back now if you're willing to surrender to the natural flow of events. Be easy on yourself and others and watch how smoothly your move forward becomes. You may be surprised where the river takes you. Let's clarify with the Kipper where the river is taking us, beloveds, as we embrace the flow. Oh, that took no time at all. It turned over inside the deck. We have something extremely positive in its beginning stages right here. Courtship is the beginning stages of a sacred union. And look who's back. Cupid has returned. And this time, he has not drawn his bow. And why is that? Because the arrow has already been released. And there's that number 4 yet again. I've been seeing 3s and 4s a lot lately. A lot. So, this is the beginning stages of something sacred, but also still very new to us. Whether it's a vocation, a friendship, some other kind of relationship, some other kind of connection. Sunday. But as already mentioned throughout the other cards, it becomes official before Sunday. And is set into motion towards that deeper long-term connection. The cards touching it give indication of where it will lead. Well, Before I pulled out the Amore card, the Amore card, the love card. It's touching the flow as well as the ecclesiastic and constancy. So, whatever is coming through this week that turns into this new beginning towards this new beginning in a sacred union, is divinely ordained and meant to be constant. It's meant to continue to develop long term. Be open for a new person who enters your life. Try to meet people and search for new contacts. Perhaps there is someone who will suddenly mean the world to you, or the other way around. It could also be a vocation that is especially made for you. It can be a love who you may suddenly see means the world to you. Proper and correct. Proper and correct connections. Somebody is about to become somebody's main gal. Main female. The importance of open, deep, romantic love. On her table, we see only white roses symbolizing innocence or hidden love, or the innocence of a hidden love, because no one did it wrong or is doing it wrong and chasing this love the wrong way. Beautiful. We met her in private, or he met her in private. She met him in private. And now it's showing us that this courtship symbolizes hold on, I just lost my place. The importance of open, deep, romantic love. And through this hidden love, there is also this restoration of innocence, pure, sacred connections. Be it romance, vocational, or any otherwise, divinely ordained. And someone already got the message to shoot their shot, and they did. The arrows have been released. The arrows have been released. Feeling guided to bring in one card from Beyond Lemuria to close this with an affirmation for the entire 7-day outlook for us to carry with us all throughout the week. Here we go. In the flow. from our angels, ancestors, and higher selves. An insightful affirmation for the week. And I just made a full pass. So I'm going to pull one from the top and one from the bottom instead of two. Since it didn't want to spit out one, we're going for double, 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 for our trouble, trouble, trouble. Yes. We have the Earth Star Chakra and the Star Seed Elemental. Ooh. All right. Beginning with the Star Seed Elemental. Sometimes adulting can become too serious. When this happens, adding curiosity, fun, laughter, and a light-hearted sense of play to our perspective can be the most effective way to rebalance. Facing challenging circumstances with inquisitiveness can bring joy to whatever. That's that shift in perception. That spiral of inquisitiveness I just heard can bring joy to whatever we are accomplishing. Imagine stepping into a child's shoes and seeing how they perceive the world. If you have a problem, consider how a child might solve it. Humans are evolving and children can be our wisest teachers. May we nourish their big souls, listen to them with our hearts, and let their ways unveil fresh new eyes so we may see a whole new world. Just like my grandson, by way of marriage, told me about another lady and his grandpa. Oops. It was done so in an innocent way. So, it's all good. We've had several years to process it now. And the burn that we feel is that fire under our booty telling us to get up and go embrace life again with that childlike awe. Beautiful. And Earth Star Chakra is going to be our chakra for the week. Initiation. You are standing at a gateway into the unknown with trust in your heart, ancient remembering in your soul. Oh yeah. Sync on that one. And inner illumination to light the way. You have access to the seed of creation, the spark of existence, and the codes that hold the blueprints of who and what we are. This place is clear and grounded. Excuse me for that spiritual burp. Confirmation that we have access to the seed of creation, the spark of existence, and the codes that hold the blueprints of who and what we are. This place is clear and grounded, despite moving through multidimensional realms and able to bridge worlds while functioning in physical reality. The higher you reach for the divine and the realms of spirit, the more important it is to anchor deeply. Just like we anchor the bucket in the well down into the body of water, deep down, going deep. Anchored deeply into the earth. The well is anchored deeply into the earth. At the well, everything is clear. Ancient remembering, for sure, and inner illumination. See, the wise owl is looking to us for those golden nuggets. So reaching higher for the divine, and also going deeper for that Holy Spirit. And what meets in the middle is our destiny. And that is the message. I want to thank you so very much, Multiversal Soul Familia, for tuning in. If you made it this far, you are a rock star. With much gratitude and appreciation. From my heart chakra to yours, brightest of blessings.